So good morning, everybody. It's a real pleasure to have you all here in Antwerp for this hopefully exciting meeting the coming 1.5 days. So HPV Prevention and Control Board, for those who do not know it, it's inspired on a project we have been running for more than 25 years at our university, which is the Viral Hepatitis Prevention Board. So it's embedded in the same facilities of the University of Antwerp. We have a similar way of working, the same people who are involved. As I said, for more than 25 years. We celebrated our 25 years in this meeting room a few years ago. And there are also the ideas to support the WHO recommendations related to viral hepatitis in that case, and to organize discussion fora and different meetings. So it's a network of advisors in the broad field of viral hepatitis. And it also serves as a dissemination platform. So this is the website. If you want more information on that board, please go to the website. So the mission, goals, and objectives of the HPV board is to generate, multiply, and disseminate relevant information on HPV to a broad area of stakeholders, thereby contributing to the control and prevention of HPV, and also looking into screening of HPV-related cancers. So the objective is really to provide evidence-based guidance on key technical and strategical issues and to monitor the progress of HPV control programs at country and regional level. So how are we structured? First of all, and I think the most important is our group of prominent experts that are involved as advisor or observer for the board. They act in their own personal capacity. They're often affiliated with stakeholder partners. This provides open and honest discussions. And it's important to mention that these people and also our speakers are not paid. So it's really on a voluntary basis that everybody's involved. And also the organization is not formal, so there's no president or so it's really a minimal bureaucratic structure. I'm not going into detail of all the advisors. You can find them on our website, and most of them you will be able to meet here or via our online connection. Equally important, of course, is the scientific secretariat. We were lucky this year that our secretariat was enlarged by 2 new people, Sarah and Nayab, who are also in the room. And there's also Brenda, who unfortunately is not present at the meeting, and also Xenia, who is organizing all the practical details. So if you need something, you can ask Xenia. And of course, we have Pierre as our executive secretary. We are located at the Center for the Evaluation of Vaccination at the University of Antwerp. Our role is really to prepare and organize meetings. We make sure that the output of these meetings is published. We are also involved in media activity, and we hope to enhance that with our new colleagues that joined recently. We do have a website. We participate in third-party meetings. And I think also very important to mention that all financial issues are done through the rules of the University of Antwerp. And we also ensure that there's an intensive and permanent communication between our members and the Secretariat. What do? We organize 2 meetings per year. One is a technical meeting. It can be on future vaccines, vaccine strategies, booster doses, health economics, or as we will have here on potential additional benefits of HPV vaccination of adults. Besides that, we always organize a country meeting. There we will go to a country or a certain region to look at all the different aspects of HPV prevention and control, bringing together all the stakeholders from one country to really discuss in depth the opportunity, challenges, and lessons learned for other countries from that region or country. As I said, we also ensure that the output of our meetings is published. So this is a manuscript of one of our meetings about 3 years ago. And I just to show, and this was last summer, that we do publish relevant information because it was still listed in the top 10 of most downloaded articles in the last 90 days this summer. I just checked and we are at position 12 now. But and these are 2 other publications, HPV immunization programs ensuring their sustainability and resilience. And that paper is a short commentary where we really summarize all the lessons learned from different countries we visited, Romania, Denmark, Ireland, Colombia, and we provide a nice overview table, what to do by different stakeholders in different situations. And finally, recently we also had our meeting we organized in Romania on the role of healthcare providers in HPV vaccination programs published in papillomavirus research. So this is a view of the website we have. So please go and have a look. This website is since 2017 also a member of the Vaccine Safety Net. So this is a WHO initiative that really tries to bring together all the websites that are providing information on vaccination and especially on vaccine safety. What we tried to do recently is to really use more video at our meetings and in our website. So these are short interviews we took during the meeting we had in Romania. So you can view them on our website. The idea is also to make more use of Twitter in the future so that we really can further disseminate these short videos. Some of you will be approached during this meeting to give short video interviews. So it's really, I think it's a useful tool to further disseminate our information. And since our last meeting in Colombia, and we will also do it here during this meeting, we will film the presenters and the presentation so people will not only be able to access the slides afterwards, but also look at the presentation, just in case that the presenter, of course, allows that dissemination. So this is some of the examples we had in Colombia, and it's one of my favorite is Yvonne Morrissey from Ireland at that meeting, who really explains very nicely what Ireland did to overcome the crisis they had in HPV vaccination. So let's come back to the meeting of today and tomorrow, HPV vaccination of adults. So NIAP made a very nice preliminary background document of this meeting. So it does give you some information, some scientific background on all the different topics we will discuss during this meeting. There are different parts, so the presentations related by session, and this is information provided by the presenters, so some more background document for those who are interested. We also do a PubMed search by session on the different topics, and we extract the most important ones, and we included this with the title and the abstract of the publication. And there's also the input we got from the different speakers that is included. So I know it's a big document, but I think you can see it as a kind of reference work if you need more information. And I think also for our rapporteur, he finds it normally very useful to have that background. This slide is just to show, because while organizing this meeting, I got feedback from different stakeholders saying, how are you considering to discuss HPV vaccination of adults in a time frame when there's a shortage of vaccine? Some of the invited speakers said, I won't discuss anything else than vaccinating adolescents until the shortage is over. And then I explained what we do as a board. It's not really to promote this or that. It's really to look at the scientific evidence we have to vaccinate HPV or to use HPV for adults. So we are now at the stage where WHO has set the elimination goals in 2018. This has led to an increased global demand, but we know that there will be a shortage for at least 5 years. This is on the short term due to the fact that the Gavi supported countries were stimulated to do multiple age cohort introduction. Also, the general neutral vaccination increased the demand. So there's the forecasted shortage in a couple of years of 37%. This will be addressed tomorrow by Dr. Paul Bloom from WHO, who will also go more into detail. But the big argument to do have this meeting is that we are, and also important to know is if you order vaccine today, it will be delivered in 2 years. So we need to anticipate on what the implementation will be in the future. So, and we're also convinced that there's some additional discussions that are needed to really see if we have sufficient data and studies that can recommend HPV vaccination for adults. So, and this is a little bit the goal of this meeting, to look at the different options and reasons why we should introduce vaccination or should not introduce vaccination of adults. Okay, so the meeting objectives are to provide an overview of the current situation of HPV vaccine for adults, to discuss the immunogenicity, safety, and efficacy data of the existing vaccine studies, to gain insight into the efficacy of vaccine, also looking at the mucosal level and the systemic level, to discuss ways and methods to conduct research on the potential benefits of vaccinating exposed adults, to discuss challenges and benefits of vaccination of adults, including high-risk groups, to discuss cervical cancer elimination strategies, and also discuss the potential implication of vaccination of adults on vaccine supply in low and middle income countries. So I thank you for the attention. I know that we will be spending 2 days at -1, so I just want to share you a picture of our outside campus I took the day before yesterday. So you see we have a very green campus. If you note well, you can see the jeep at the back that we use now to cut our grass. And another anecdote is you see our temporary auditorium, because we had some issues with our main auditorium. So we installed a tent for the coming 6 months.
Tomorrowland dimension.
Yeah. So thank you.